Hey, if you enjoy content on this channel, I'd really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button and a like too, and give us a comment. I appreciate it. Let's go. All right, first thing we want to do before we even pull the cowling off to start that spark plug change is check your part number with the manufacturer. These are LKAR7C-9. They are NGKs, 14 millimeter, not like the old 5/8, but so we're going to check the gap on them. I checked the gap, and the gap for these spark plugs is 31 thousandths. So I'm going to take my old feeler gauge. I've had this feeler gauge since I was 18 years old, and I'm going to put it on there, and I'm going to move it over to make sure. Right at 30, I'm going to push it a little bit. There we go, 31 thousandths. Now, make sure you check each and every one of these. Don't assume that because it came from the factory that it's right. And also make sure that you have your little washer on here so that when your plug gets pushed down or screwed down tight, that collapses and keeps it in place. So that's important. Check all 8. I have 8 in my case. Yours might only be 6 or 4. Check each and every one of them. First thing you got to do when you're doing your spark plug change is to remove the cowling. There's a door here. You press on it, pops open. Red button is right here. You press that and then lift the handle. Handle up and just lift it. All right, so after you've gapped your spark plugs, remove the cowling, take a look at the back of your motor. You've got, if yours is like mine, it's an 8-cylinder. And thank you to Mercury that they take the time to do this. They put a number on each spark plug wire. So in case you pull them off, you get them mixed up, the numbers are there. So if you're confused on where they go, just remember they go in descending order. On one side is 1, 3, 5, 7, and the other side is 2, 4, 6, 8. So make sure you pay attention to that. What we're going to do is we're going to start loosening these up, pull them out of the little slot right here. That's where you want to pull it out of and take it back at the same time. Make sure you work these really good. Give them a twist, because not only are they long, but they're also, there we go. You'll see how long those go in, and your spark plug is way inside there. So what you're going to do is you're going to do this for each and every one, and take your time, but make sure, do one at a time, so that you do number 2 first, and then you put it in, pull it out, and then make sure you put it back into place, and then go to the next one. Do them each in order. So I've already done number 2. Let's go to number 4. I'm going to pull it out of the slot right there, turn it, wiggle it. All right, comes out. Get it out of the way. Spark plug wrench. I have an old snap-on spark plug socket. This thing was great back in the days when I used to fix cars. So remember, left is loose, right is tight. We want to take it out. Make sure we're going to go to the left. And there we go. The nice part about this ratchet is it spins the head. I can take it off. All right. There it is. Wear's not too bad. Now, what I've got is a little bit of anti-seize. I saw a video of somebody changing Merc spark plugs, and they put so much on here, it wasn't even funny. Just put a touch on there. It doesn't hurt to have a little bit on there, but too much is just going to mess your motor up, and the stuff's super messy anyway. All right, so because of the long reach, we're going to put it into our 14 millimeter socket right there. I'm going to start moving it in by hand. Don't forget you got a washer on there that's got a crush in order for the spark plug to seat properly. So get it in there. Don't forget to, now you're going to go right. So you're going to go about a little bit more than a quarter of a turn. You'll feel it seat. Boom, right there. That'll be good right there. All right. So like I said before, don't get your spark plugs mixed up. Put your spark plug extension on there, get it in place, you're good. Move on to the rest of them, get the rest of them done. So now putting the cowling back on, do it reverse, get it in there. Make sure, these things are very tricky. Make sure you get it in there, press your red button down and start to push it. If it doesn't go, it's not in place right. Take the time. When you go to put it back on, the same thing, make sure it's in place, press down, you'll feel it. you'll feel it lock in place. So listen, while you've got this open, here's my dipstick. As long as I've got it out, I'm going to check my oil. Pull it out. You got all your beads right there. Make sure it's the top of the beads. Mine looks good. All right, that's a spark plug change on my Verado. It's an 8-cylinder, 300 horsepower, but if yours is a Verado or anything close to it, it's going to be about the same. Hey, folks, thanks for staying with me. Enjoy all this beautiful creation, even though it's cold, snowy out today. And get out and enjoy it because it was made just for you. I'm Jim Hanley. See you next video.